stations. If you encounter technical issues during this broadcast, please call the Wake Forest studio hotline at area code 336-831-0819. Your next time cue will be with 10 minutes until airtime. Mark, 10 minutes until airtime here on the Wake Forest Sports Network for our Coaches Show broadcast. Your next time cue will be with 5 minutes until airtime. stations. If you encounter technical issues during this broadcast, please call the Wake Forest studio hotline at area code 336-831-0819. Your next time cue will be with 5 minutes until airtime. Mark, 5 minutes until airtime on the Wake Forest Sports Network for our Coaches Show broadcast. Your next time cue will be with 4 minutes until airtime. Mark, 4 minutes until airtime here on the Wake Forest Sports Network for our Coaches Show broadcast. Your next time cue comes with 3 minutes until airtime. Mark, 3 minutes until airtime here on the Wake Forest Sports Network for our Coaches Show broadcast. Your next time cue will be with 2 minutes until airtime. until airtime here on the Wake Forest Sports Network for our Coaches Show broadcast. Your next time cue will be with 1 minute until airtime. Mark. Network stations, we are 1 minute until airtime here on the Wake Forest Sports Network for our Coaches Show broadcast. Studios, please start your archive recording. Stations, if you encounter technical issues during this broadcast, please call the Wake Forest studio hotline at area code 336-831-0819. Coming up on 30 seconds until airtime, Mark, 30 seconds until airtime. Once again, stations, if you encounter technical issues during this broadcast, please call the Wake Forest studio hotline number at 336-831-0819. Stations, your final time cue will be with 15 seconds until airtime. Mark, 15 seconds until airtime.
The following is a Learfield presentation of the Wake Forest Sports Network.
Live from Miller's on Robin Hood, this is the Steve Forbes Show on the Wake Forest Sports Network from Learfield. Your weekly all-access pass inside Demon Deacon basketball.
Kicks it underneath baseline right. Here's Harris up and under. Drives it, scores it, gets the foul. Taken by Wake. Spillers drives, dunks, and Wake leads by 4.
We did an unbelievable job in defensive transition. I think we're a little more comfortable playing with each other's strengths and weaknesses on the offensive side of the ball.
Send us your question for Coach Forbes to our inbox. Available at wakeradio@learfield.com or tweet your question to the voice of the Deeks at StanCottonWF.
Who learned something tonight?
Me.
See?
Yeah.
I didn't know about the nail.
The nail.
See?
Man, I feel
That's
good.
why you come here.
I tell you, that's some high-tech stuff right there.
Learn that stuff from Coach Forbes.
The Steve Forbes Show is brought to you by Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist, the official healthcare partner of the Demon Deacons. Now, alongside Coach Forbes, here's the voice of the Deeks, Stan Cotton.
All right. What are we? It's standing room only tonight here at Miller's on Robin Hood.
Packing them in.
You know why they're packed in here?
I do.
Kelly Office Solutions is in the house.
They're here.
Yeah, they're here with some of their guests, their employees. That's why there's a bunch of folks here. How we doing, Coach?
Well, you know, I'm doing good. We won a couple games last week, and
winning cures a lot of things.
The food,
yeah,
the food tastes better, and the beverage of choice goes down easier.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to know.
Go ahead.
Did you survive Valentine's evening or not? He admits to me post-game on the radio that he'd forgotten it was Valentine's Day.
Well, I had no idea, to be honest with you.
So I just wondered if you survived when you got home.
Well, look, 37 years, Janetta's pretty used to that.
Used to you forgetting?
Yes.
Okay.
The bad part, like I walked in the house and she actually had something for me, and so then it got a little sticky. But you know, my son Christopher and Andy came over last night and cooked, so that was my gift. I don't want to get up, but what I have really seriously done for like years is I forget, and then I get a piece of stationery from my office, and I can't draw very well, but I draw a stick bunny, and then I just write "Some bunny loves you," and I hand it to her, you know, and I've done that for years and got away with it. I wouldn't recommend that at home, but I've been able to pull that off for a long time.
Well, I was thinking about you.
Yeah,
All right,
you saw my face, right?
I did. I was worried about you.
Yeah, I messed up.
But you won. And so that was good. That was your gift.
That's what. Hey,
that was your gift.
That's the gift that keeps on giving. And it, I'm sure it made life around the house a lot easier.
Hey, by the way, we have a couple of studs here tonight.
Oh yeah,
Vincent Riccuti.
Where's Vinny at?
And Will Underwood are here.
They're back there. Hey,
they're in the back.
Hey, so this is the second Monday in a row, or when one of my players got dinged up in practice. Hey, Vinny, you okay back there, Vinny? Vinny got dinged up late in practice. I think it might be the first time I've ever seen Vinny go out of practice, except for the time when he basically broke his ankle. But he got dinged up on a screen.
Is it a headshot or just a?
It's called getting screened. Yeah, getting screened. He took a pretty good shot, but he's here. He's tough.
Anyway, Mr. Riccuti and Underwood are here, so if you want to go back and have a photo,
right
chat, get an autograph, feel free to do that, and they will be in the hot seat here in a few minutes.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. But you did get a win. That's always good.
We did. We found, we grew up a lot from Louisville from one Saturday to the next. Kind of had the same kind of game where, the game was in the balance. We were down. Actually, I think we were closer to Louisville than we were to Stanford on the under 4 media because we were down 5. But we finished the game the way you need to finish a game. And I was really proud of our team and their execution. I thought in the first half, their physicality bothered us. I don't know. You guys were at the game. It was a physical game. And we went from one Saturday where everything was called off the ball to this Saturday when it was all-star wrestling off the ball. And so, and it's a lot of that's aimed at Juke. And Juke's handled that with a lot of maturity for somebody that's young and hadn't really been through that. And I thought the second half, we handed out the physicality. And then we got very aggressive offensively and went to the line 25 times and made 21 free throws. You do that, you got a pretty darn good chance to win a game. And they made 8 threes in the first half. Now, a couple of those three, they were standing over there by me outside the coaching box. I couldn't believe how deep they were, but we got that under control in the second half. And, look, you can ask we've been working hard on rebounding, and that's the second straight game we out-rebounded our opponent, and, we had an 80% block-out rate. So, yeah, we made progress. We made progress. And so now we got the week coming up of, we got an angry dog who hasn't eaten in a while coming in at Clemson because they've lost 2 in a row. And so I'm sure Brad's feeding them raw meat right now. And then we got to go to Virginia Tech for a noon game in Blacksburg. So I told the team today, y'all can relate to this. I said, you got to eat your Wheaties and take your Flintstone vitamins because you're going to need them because this will be a physical week.
Yeah, the week coming up, Clemson in town, 7 o'clock start on Wednesday night. We're on the radio at 6:30. Then Virginia Tech, it's an early game.
Noon.
Quick trip up, noontime, come back. We'll be home in the afternoon. Then back on the road Monday for the Tuesday night game at Boston College. That's why we won't be here Monday. Next week,
I'd rather be here.
We'll be here on Thursday, and that's the final show. Final Steve Forbes show next week's on Thursday, and Juke Harris will be here.
Juke!
Yeah, so come see Juke and get a piece of him. Everybody wants a piece of Juke these days.
Juke's been juking.
Yeah, he's been playing well. So at any rate, that's kind of the schedule. So you can come here Monday night. We won't be here. Next Thursday night, well, what do you have planned for the big finale other than Juke coming here? Anything special?
Oh, that's big enough right there.
That's pretty big.
I mean, Salisbury's finest coming up here to, have had a heck of a year. I guess on Monday I'll be having me a cup of chowder because we'll be up in Boston, right?
We will be.
Usually when we go there, it's cold, like very cold. So hopefully
they serve chowder in the press room.
What?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it took you 6 years to tell me that?
Legal seafood brings it in.
Oh, in there. And legal's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a legal in the D.C. airport you can get your hands on.
In the press box and football games here. And,
really?
And in the media room and basketball. So
I might get lost. I might
sneak in there.
I might get lost and find my way in there before
I'll let you have it.
All
right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll break down the Wake Forest win over Stanford, 68-63. And we've got a microphone we can pass around. You guys want to talk to Coach, you can. We've got questions. A lot of stuff coming. And, again, Vincent Riccuti and Will Underwood are here. They'll be here a little bit later. All right, we're going to take a timeout. We do that by telling you that, as always, you can stay where art meets atmosphere. Hotel Indigo and Sir Winston Wine Loft and Restaurant were designed for the creatively curious. Bowl spaces, local flavors, inspired stays. First time out, and the Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist game diagnosis on the other side as you listen to the Steve Forbes Show from Learfield.
Spiller's got the rebound. Out to Harris, gets it back, dunks it. Going to have to make something happen. Pulls and fires, 14-footer, got it. For a good look at it. Three, and he drilled it.
Hey, Deke fans, Coach Forbes here. As you prepare to watch your Dekes this season, remember to bring along some ice-cold Pepsi. There's something special about watching the Dekes with your friends, eating some great food, and drinking Pepsi. It's a perfect way to cheer the team on to victory. Go Dekes.
Wake Forest basketball is always better with Pepsi.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
More with Coach Forbes after these local messages on the Wake Forest Sports Network from Learfield.
Stan Cotton here for Roger Marion Automotive. Roger and his staff have been taking care of me and my family and our cars and trucks for years. From tune-ups to oil changes to a state inspection or that weird sound your engine's making that you can't quite figure out. Roger Marion Automotive can handle whatever issue your vehicle has and get you back on the road with confidence and at a very fair price. Roger Marion Automotive between I-40 and 421 across from West Forsyth High School. Roger Marion Automotive, the only choice for any fan of the Demon Deacons.
When it comes to local news, you can rely on ABC 45 News, there to cover your story.
Just had to take a stand. We should be compensated way more than we are.
There to get you answers.
It still leaves so much anxiety because it's like we don't know what happened.
There in your community.
We need to help out the people in our community who are struggling.
And there with your no-wait weather.
This area is producing some severe weather tonight.
ABC 45 News, weeknights at 6 and 11, standing up for you.
Welcome back to the Steve Forbes Show.
Harris with his 28th point, and Wake leads it 75-64. Only 23 seconds to go.
Actually, I looked up and everybody was going to the exits. The best feeling in coaching is going on the road and shutting the crowd up. That's a good feeling.
Email your question to Stan and Coach Forbes at wakeradio@learfield.com.
Okay, we are back. First half hour, Steve Forbes Show at Miller's on Robin Hood. Vinny Riccuti and Will Underwood coming up here in a little bit. Your questions as well. If you're here, we'll have the microphone out there. You can shoot us an email, too, if you'd like, wakeradio@learfield.com, or you can go on Twitter and post at Stan Cotton WF. We've got a few in the queue, as they say. Time now for the Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist game diagnosis, brought to you by the official healthcare partner of the Demon Deacons, as Wake Forest wins it over the Stanford Cardinals, 68-63. Stanford led for, 85% of that game, and you found a way to dig it out late.
Yeah, I told the team we led at the right time when it counts at the end, and those are hard games to lose. I've been on both sides of those. The best one I've ever been on that is I played a junior college game one night. I was at Barton County. We played at Seward, Kansas. Everybody ever been to Liberal, Kansas? Anybody?
One.
Feel sorry for you.
Two.
That's where they have Dorothy's house from The Wizard of Oz, by the way. There's a fact for you. We led one time on the last shot. We shot a 3 at the buzzer, won the game. It was the only time we won. I walked down, shook Dave Brown's hand, and said, "Sorry, man, not really." And then we left. So, it's we flipped the game in the second half. We didn't finish the half very well. It was pretty close, about a minute, 2 minutes to go, and then we're up. All of a sudden, I look up, and they're up 9 or 7. What was it at half?
9.
9. Not happy. Went in there, blew my stack a little bit. Not bad. And then the second half, we settled down. And like I said, we only held them to They only made 2 threes. We turned them over 8 times. We only gave up 2 offensive rebounds. And then, we just really locked down defensively. Here's an interesting stat for you. They took 23 shots with 1 to 6 seconds left in the shot clock. Okay? So that means they were being delivered, but we were guarding them. They weren't getting easy looks. And they were .57. That's not good. You want to be above 1 on your points per possession. So then we got 9 stops in our last 11 possessions. That wins the basketball game. They had a 2-point basket and 1 free throw from 6:23 to the end of the game. And then on offense, I was really proud of our team that we moved the ball side to side. We cut, we spaced, we moved on dribble penetration, we played inside out, we executed. Now, we took 21 shots with 7 to 12 seconds left in the shot clock, which means we were doing what? We were moving the basketball, finding the open shot. And the biggest difference between Saturday from Louisville to Stanford is we only took 5 non-paint 2-point shots. We took 16 against Louisville. And those are not analytically a very good shot. And so showed a lot of improvement in that area in a matter of a week, and had a great road win at Georgia Tech. Got off to a great start, came out in the second half, stopped them 9 straight times and won the game. And so it was a good week for our players.
You mentioned your defense against a 3-point shot in the second half. They hit 2 of 11.
Yep.
And hit 8 out of 18 in the first half.
Yeah. I saw every one of them.
You had a couple of responses over there. The deep ones. Where I am, I'm right across from where you are at the top of the key, so I can really see you pretty well.
I mean, the last one I just kind of
I know. You could have almost blocked it.
He shot that right in front of me.
But, when they hit 8, and you're just like, okay, it's just going to be one of those nights.
Yeah, but it's like this. It's like if it's on our terms, that's different. Like if you're giving them, your hands are down. We talk a lot about hand defensive fundamentals, hands never below your waist. And when your hands are below your waist and they're just shooting a horse shot, they're going to go in. And then they start to get confidence. They see it go in, they get confident. I thought in the second half we just were a lot more attentive to having our hands ready.
Juke did his thing.
Yeah.
Another good game for Mekhi Mason down the stretch.
Kai played great.
He's going to be crucial.
Yep.
And more minutes for Isaac Carr, and he continues, I just think, to improve every single day. A bunch of people like number 7.
Gonna be a really good player, and he's gotten thrown into the fire based on Nate's injury, and so really responding in the way you want to see somebody respond. And Seb's had good moments too. It just he didn't play. He didn't have his A game on Saturday. We'll need him on Wednesday, but Isaac really stepped up and played really well, and he's gonna be a really good player.
Yeah, he had 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers. Made a couple of big shots early.
He did. I think he needs to shoot it more. And I told him that. Somebody was screaming at me from the stands for him to shoot it. I'm like, it's not like I didn't tell him to. I mean, come on. Why are you yelling at me? And so, he's just got to step up and have the confidence, to do it. I got time for some Juke Harris numbers, or you want to wait? Got to go to commercial?
It's your show.
Okay, it's my show.
Yeah.
All right, Juke Harris. Remember when he fouled out at Pitt with 27 minutes left? He played 27 minutes, which he has been off the floor since that game a total of 1 minute and 42 seconds. All right? He's averaging 8.6 points per game in the first half, 12.7 points per game or more in the second half. His 2-point field goal percentage is 52% in the first, 59% in the second. He's first half threes are 31%, 40% in the second. And he shoots free throws, 41% of his shots are free throws in the first half, 60% in the second half. Why I tell you that is when you're playing that heavy of minutes and you're playing that strong in the second half and you got all the attention, you're a pretty damn good player. Right? And he's I'm proud of the way he's growing up in front of our eyes. And he's not the – I mean, we got other we got a team. The other great thing about the stats is every time I go in at halftime everybody that plays 8 guys, 9 guys in the first half all score. And so it's not just him, and then in the second half, he kind of, at the end, he starts to juke, and he's pretty good.
He is pretty good, absolutely. And he will be here again next week, which is on Thursday night. We're going to take a timeout. That was your Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist game diagnosis, brought to you by the official healthcare partner of the Demon Deacons. More with the coach, your questions on the other side as you listen to Wake Basketball from Learfield.
At Vibe, we believe interior design has the power to transform experience, shaping how people heal, learn, and perform every day. Whether it's premium hospitality suites, medical education facilities, residence halls, or healthcare environments, we create spaces that inspire connection, focus, and well-being. As respected partners of Wake Forest University and Wake Forest Athletics, we're proud to design environments where champions thrive, on the court, in the classroom, and beyond. Discover the impact of great design at vibedesign.com. That's Vibe with 2 I's.
Hey Deacon fans, if you can't make it courtside or want to catch an away game with other Wake fans, Little Richard's Barbecue on Stratford Road should be your first choice to watch Wake basketball games. Enjoy big screen TVs, cold drinks, and all the smoked meats and southern sides you love. Proudly serving Deacon fans since 1991, Little Richard's is the go-to game day spot for Wake fans. Visit us on Stratford Road or order online at littlerichardsbarbecue.com. Go Deeks!
We'll be right back to the Steve Forbes Show after this local timeout on the Wake Forest Sports Network from Learfield.
Pulls the jumper, gets it to go, draws the foul on Malovitz. What a play. Faked, hesitated, got his defender off his feet, forced the contact, made the jumper anyway, and now has a chance at a three-point play.
The Joel is the place to be as Wake Forest men's basketball takes the court against Syracuse on Saturday, February 28th. Tickets are available now. Secure your seats today at godeeks.com/tickets. Go Deeks.
For the latest on the Demon Deacs, make sure you start with GoDeeks.com, the official website of Wake Forest Athletics. GoDeeks.com provides easy access to purchase tickets to upcoming games along with the latest news and updates from every team on campus. Plus, you can sign up for daily news alerts straight to your inbox. And of course, hear all the play-by-play action from Wake Forest football, men's and women's basketball, and baseball, along with our coaches' shows as well. GoDeeks.com, the source for all things Wake Forest Athletics.
Be a part of tonight's edition of the Steve Forbes Show.
I always think that's really special when the former players come back. It's not so much for me, it's for our own players too, so they can build a bond and a relationship with those guys that hopefully will last, forever like their bond lasts.
Email your question to Stan and Coach Forbes at wakeradio@learfield.com or tweet your question to the voice of the Deeks at Stan Cotton WF.
Okay, rolling right along, Miller's on Robin Hood, where we have had a fantastic run since August. This is our 27th show. Your 13th.
I was going to say, I didn't do 27.
Your 13th, but before we forget, thank you to Miller's on Robin Hood. Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Food's great, service is great, and we've had a lot of fun here. And great crowds every single week. All right, tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by R.J. Young, your playbook for more than just copiers. Their cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, and managed IT and AV technology for your organization. Schedule your free consultation right now at rjyoung.com/Wake Forest. Coach, got a question here from Jerry. How big of a jolt would it be to beat a 20-win Clemson team with 2 road games to come just afterwards? Jerry,
yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, it would obviously be awesome, and we've done pretty well against Clemson at home over the last 3 years, but they're playing, they're having a really good year. They're very big and physical, but if you look at, analytics and that type of thing, they're close to a quad 1 game, actually. You have to be top 30 when you play at home. I think they're 32 today or something like that. Brad's one of the better coaches in the country, and his teams are a reflection of him, and we'll be ready to go. We had a really, really good practice today, and we'll have one tomorrow, and they understand the importance of the game, and I put my foot down on Saturday. I just said enough's enough, man. We're tired of losing at home. We're not used to that, our fans ain't used to it, so let's get it flipped. And they did. And so we need to go out and do it again on Wednesday and finish the year undefeated at home.
I think Brad Brownell might be one of the more underappreciated coaches in the country.
You know, it's funny. You said, I think he's underappreciated probably by the people that don't coach. Does that make sense? I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I think as coaches, there's a lot of coaches. I know that. Everybody thinks that. But if in our profession of coaches, everybody knows Brad's a hell of a coach, you know. And, I mean, I don't know if he could or he couldn't. I know Indiana came after him pretty hard last year, but he just didn't, you know. He's from Indiana, but he's very happy at Clemson. And he's very highly respected in the coaching profession, not just as far as a coach, but the way he handles his business.
He's won 479 games. By the way, congratulations, 400.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. You didn't start this yesterday, did you?
No, this is my 18th year as a head coach, so you add those numbers up. I've had some really obviously great players, you know, that have helped me. Didn't do that by myself. The exciting thing about the game on Wednesday was I didn't know this ahead of time. The very first player that I signed as a college coach in 1989 was at the game. Ambrose Price. Ambrose played for me, Dr. Ambrose Price. He played for me at Southwestern Community College in Iowa. He's from Morgan City, Louisiana. He has a economics degree from UNLV. He's got a master's and a doctorate in political science from Clark. And he's a professor of political science there in Atlanta. So I didn't know he was going to right till the end, he asked for a ticket. And then I really truthfully didn't know I was at 400. I really don't keep track of that kind of stuff. So it was a fun night. You were there when we were outside the bus reminiscing.
Yeah, I was about to get on the bus and saw him, and he was like, Coach, and I thought, you know, everywhere we go, people try to, you know, get autographs, all those types of things. They sell most of them, but
Not
I
mine.
thought, well,
They didn't get any money out of mine. Go ahead.
Here's another one. And then when I saw the look, I was about to step on the bus. When I saw the look on your face when you came down the steps of the bus, when you saw him, I knew that was a special guy. And you guys embraced, and that was a pretty cool
That
thing.
was pretty cool, you know. And it was pretty emotional out there because Devin Cosby was there too. When I came outside the arena, Devin was waiting on me, and you know he's rehabbing, still going back to the Shepherd Center, but not in residence. He's still 18 months away, probably from ever getting a chance to play again. But he's up and walking, you know. And he had a horrible car accident. If you guys didn't know that this summer, and so I just got done talking to him, so I was kind of emotionally spent. And then I got on the bus and I saw Ambrose, so it was a fun night.
All right, we're going to take a timeout, and Vincent Riccuti.
Are we going to take them one at a time?
We're going one-on-one.
Oh, boy. All right.
So I hope Vinny's ready because he's about to endure the Forbes gauntlet of questions.
Okay.
And the Pride of San Diego is on his way up, so we'll take a timeout, and we'll talk with him on the other side as you listen to the Steve Forbes Show from Learfield.
Your Harris Teeter grocery haul can earn you savings on gas with our fuel points. Earn 1 fuel point for every $1 you spend when you shop with your Vic card on your favorite products, fresh produce, and organic brands. Track your fuel points in the Harris Teeter app and redeem your points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. The more you shop, the more points you earn. It's like getting gas money just for shopping like you normally do. Click to learn more. Harris Teeter, in food with love.
Stan Cotton here for Roger Marion Automotive. Roger and his staff have been taking care of me and my family and our cars and trucks for years. From tune-ups to oil changes to a state inspection or that weird sound your engine's making that you can't quite figure out. Roger Marion Automotive can handle whatever issue your vehicle has and get you back on the road with confidence and at a very fair price. Roger Marion Automotive between I-40 and 421 across from West Forsyth High School. Roger Marion Automotive, the only choice for any fan of the Demon Deacons.
More with Coach Forbes after these local messages on the Wake Forest Sports Network from Learfield.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
When the Triad brings ABC 45 News their traffic troubles, we get them resolved.
I really appreciate 45 because you guys advertise. If you have a problem and you can't get it resolved, give us a call.
One viewer had thousands worth of damage to her SUV from a fallen tree by a roadway.
ABC 45 News went to work and had the tree removed in less than a day.
Send your emails to traffictips@abc45.com. Triad traffic troubles on ABC 45 News at 6 and 11.
Welcome back to the Steve Forbes Show. It's time now for our Play of the Week, presented by WXLV ABC 45.
Here's Harris, left off of the screen, all the way into the paint. Euro step to the rim, tough shot, good, and Wake is in front for the first time in the half. With only 50 seconds to go, 5-0, 63-61 Wake.
There you go. Juke Harris doing his thing. ABC 45 Play of the Game brought to you by ABC 45 News, giving you more coverage and dedication to what matters to you. And no wait weather with Jonathan Went. ABC 45 News standing up for you. All right. Pride of San Diego, California. Vincent Riccuti is here. What's up here, Vinny?
What's up?
How you doing?
Very well. Happy to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here. You are a deceptive 6'6". And you did say, by the way, that and people are watching, and if you'd like to say hello to Mom and Dad, you said your family's back in California watching.
Just hello to everyone watching. Miss you guys. Love you.
There you go. What do you think's going to happen here in the next 6, 8, 9 minutes? Do you know?
I have no idea. I'm a little nervous for Coach Forbes to start grilling me with some questions, but I'm used to it.
Oh, here's the layup for you. Just real quickly, give us the Cliff Note. You know what Cliff Notes are? Mm-hmm. Give us the Cliff. Well, these young people, you never know. The Cliff Notes version of how you get from San Diego, California, to Wake Forest.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. My position as a walk-on, my story. So I'll give it to you real quick. From San Diego, I had a really good high school experience at St. Augustine. And got recruited a little bit to play.
You were rated, let me interject here, the 16th best player in the state of California?
16th. In his county, maybe, but not in this.
That's what I'm reading stuff maybe that you guys aren't reading. But you were a highly regarded player.
Yeah, I was solid. I would say I definitely got a lot better since being here. But I got recruited to go play D3, had a lot of different schools, which was awesome, and I was super excited for the opportunity. But very late, I got the opportunity to come walk on here. And I'm very grateful for that. Coach Muse is my dog. He's somewhere out there. But I had some family ties to – there he is. I had some family ties to, Wake Forest and was able to come on a visit and obviously was super impressed with the campus. I mean, it's beautiful. Our brand-new facilities are amazing. And, I was just very impressed and very happy to be here.
So, Vinny, what is your family tie to Wake?
My uncle Douglas played on the golf team. My aunt Annie also went here, and then my cousin Maddie went here. So all three.
Well, you had to come here then.
You had to come. A lot of family.
We actually meet when you came on your visit?
We did, yeah.
Okay, so I remember this vividly, and then I remember people coming to me and saying, you wanted to be a walk-on. So I kind of, all right, whatever. All right, fine. So this is a true story. So Vinny comes the first day of practice, and I'm kind of like, all right, man, get over there and stretch, whatever. And so we get going, and Vinny comes out, and he makes about 3 threes to start practice. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
And, Vinny knows this. I love my walk-ons. Vinny's, and I was thinking about this coming over here tonight. Vinny's the best walk-on I think I've ever had in 37 years as a player. Yeah, he's that good. It's funny when the players call back. Like Hunter called back the other day to talk to somebody and said, is Vinny still cooking the team? Because Vinny screws up practice every day with the scout team because he makes about 100 shots and pisses me off. And so we were yelling at the team at halftime Saturday because Vinny makes those shots. What makes you think they're not going to make those shots?
That's exactly right. That's my favorite part of practice, too, is pissing you off. So.
I can tell, yeah. That's why I love you.
Whatever motivates you, right? Whatever motivates you.
Hey, this is a family program.
Family program. You two are taking us in the gutter here with this language. I don't know what's going on.
Your parents are watching, Vinny.
Well, I want to know though too, and when you guys work so hard, and you don't play. You've been in 3 games. You know, but that's kind of part of the equation. You know that going in. You could have played at other places, but you chose to come here, get a degree from Wake, and be on the team. What's that dynamic like when you know you're working as hard as Juke Harris, but you're not going to play 40 minutes a game like he is?
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's incredibly hard. Just being a competitor, you want to get out there and show what you work so hard for, like you said. But, there's so many awesome takeaways that I get from being here. First of all, our relationship with the coaching staff is incredible. I know that all these guys would go to bat for me in the future. I get the opportunity to be a part of a team in the ACC and travel across the country to, the best basketball in the country. So that's incredible. And then I also get an amazing degree. I'm studying finance here in the business school. I'm meeting a bunch of awesome people who are going to be my peers moving forward. But I will not sugarcoat the fact that not playing definitely hurts. And, my competitive edge is not weaning away whatsoever. And that'll take me forward with whatever I do going forward in my professional career.
Well, that's why you're a great player, because some guys it's okay. You know what I mean? And I get it. To me, it's the hardest thing in the world to do, to be a walk-on that loves to play. But you got to love to play to be a walk-on, because you may not get a play, right? And you're playing in practice. But I'll tell you this, I would never hesitate to put Vinny in the game. I will tell you that right now. If it came down to it, he knows it. I would put him in there, and I've done it in practice before. Tell us about your summers. What have you done since you've been awake? What you do in the summer?
Yeah, so my this past summer I had the opportunity to work in New York City with Oakley, the sunglass company. Coach Forbes hooked me up with one of his former players, actually, who was the vice president of sport for Oakley, and I was just sitting in their finance department as a data analyst. I got to learn a lot. It was an awesome work experience, my first professional work experience. And then this upcoming summer, I'm going to be working at UBS as a wealth management intern, and really looking forward to it.
I don't know if you guys know this. The NCAA rule changed this year. Up until now, in men's basketball, we could never split a scholarship. It had to be a full scholarship or no scholarship. And we only had 13. Now we got up to 15. So what I did, and I was very honored to do it. They deserve it. I split a scholarship this year between Vinny and Will. And so those guys are on halves, which is, that's haven't been able to do that before. So that was a good part of that rule. And look, those guys, if you ask our players, who they look up to on the team, which we did in the fall, they'll tell you Vinny and Will. That's the impact that those guys have on the team. You got any practice moments you'd like to share where I lost my mind or you made me mad or what, You want to tell them about pointing at Brooks Savage over there when you made a 3?
Oh, yeah. I can talk about that.
Well, go ahead.
So Coach Savage, obviously the head coach at ETSU, was here at Wake Forest. And I met him on my visit here. We talked for a little bit, whatever. We kept in communication once he took that job. And, as we built that relationship, I was super excited to go to ETSU for a preseason scrimmage, right, in October. And we were playing well. I got in the game late in the game. But before I was in the game, I was warming up, and he's like, Vinny, you're not hitting one tonight. And I was like, I don't know. Get in the game. We got, about a minute and a half left. My boy Will hits me with the perfect pass, get to throw up a 3, and it goes in. And I look over at Brooks, and I point right at him.
You pointed at him.
Yeah.
You pointed at him.
I did.
And I loved it. It was great. I don't know, Vinny. I couldn't imagine not having you on the team. What's it like when, especially in the year in this transfer portal time when, you're getting new teammates almost every year, but you and Will and Owen are the holdovers from the deal. Cameron Hildreth was kind of the one guy, but what's it like getting to know all these different players every year?
I love it and I hate it because I become so close with these dudes for about 10 months and then they're gone. And, you try your best to stay in contact, but it's hard. I mean, everyone's busy. But I also love being able to be like a leader within the locker room and, show these guys around campus, help them with, whatever their classes, their professors, showing them the ropes of what Wake Forest means and what it means to be like Demon Deacon. And it's always just awesome to, create new relationships. That's what it's all about. I try to take the silver lining out of, not being able to play as much with building relationships that'll take me far in life.
Well, I respect you. I mean, every time we're on the road, you guys are studying. You've got those computers open. I'm looking at it going, no way, I couldn't do that. What's your GPA, Vinny?
It's a 3.82.
Yeah, and what? Finance?
Finance.
Yeah. They're not handing those out.
No.
Cotton, what do you got?
No, we got a break. We have commercial breaks to get in here, but we could go all night with you guys. And you got any quick stories on Will? Maybe one?
Will's been my
other
roommate.
than the perfect pass?
A lot of those I get pretty much daily from Will, but Will's been my roommate for the past 3 years. He's, obviously one of my best friends. And you talk about someone who works his butt off, it's that guy right there.
There you go.
All right, boy.
Vince, we appreciate it.
Wait, can I do a quick shout-out to our scout team, Anson, Owen, DK. They're awesome. Love those guys. I wish they could be up there with me.
Are they watching?
I don't know if they're watching, but I just had to say it for them.
All right.
Vin Rakuti, we appreciate it. We'll take a quick timeout. Will Underwood on the other side. This is the Steve Forbes Show from Learfield.
When it comes to local news, you can rely on ABC 45 News, there to cover your story.
Just had to take a stand. We should be compensated way more than we are.
There to get you answers.
It still leaves so much anxiety because it's like we don't know what happened.
There in your community.
We need to help out the people in our community who are struggling.
And there with your no-wait weather.
This area is producing some severe weather tonight.
ABC 45 News, weeknights at 6 and 11, standing up for you.
It's electric here at the Joel. Holy cow, what a no-look pass. And another. And another. Never have I seen this many assists in one possession. This is flawless execution, Bob.
Hey, I'm thirsty too, but watching bottles of ice-cold Pepsi get passed from vendors down to Deeks fans in the middle seats is not the play-by-play we're here to do. Eyes back on the court. I'll buy you a Pepsi at the half.
No one's better than you, Bob.
It's Wake Hoop season, so pass the Pepsi. Proud partner of Wake Forest basketball.
We'll be right back to the Steve Forbes Show after this local timeout on the Wake Forest Sports Network from Learfield.
For the latest on the Demon Deeks, make sure you start with GoDeeks.com, the official website of Wake Forest Athletics. GoDeeks.com provides easy access to purchase tickets to upcoming games along with the latest news and updates from every team on campus. Plus, you can sign up for daily news alerts straight to your inbox. And, of course, hear all the play-by-play action from Wake Forest football, men's and women's basketball, and baseball, along with our coaches' shows as well. GoDeeks.com, the source for all things Wake Forest Athletics.
Lobs for the dunk. Spillers flushed it on the alley-oop.
Looking for Demon Deacon audio content beyond game day? Download and subscribe to the Wake Forest Sports Network feed on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Stay connected to the Deeks all season long.
No, I thought we had great effort. Appreciate the fans. We had a good crowd. Last couple games have gotten off to a good start.
Catch every episode of the Jake Dickert Show and the Steve Forbes Show on demand, whether you're in Winston-Salem or anywhere in the world. Download and subscribe today. The Wake Forest Sports Network, powered by Learfield.
Welcome back to the Steve Forbes Show.
They'll get the ball to Spillers, to Calmes, back to Spillers for a stuff. Oh, what great ball movement from Wade.
His transformation has really been impressive. He came here as a scorer, and he can score. We've asked him to be the point guard. I think he's done an absolutely incredible job getting everybody involved.
Email your question to Stan and Coach Forbes at wakeradio@learfield.com.
Rolling along here, second half hour, Steve Forbes Show at Miller's on Robin Hood. We are here with a lot of our buddies from Kelly Office Solutions. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you and your partnership for all these many years. Also appreciate our buddy over at Norman Stockton, Big Hill. Since 1909, our friends there have been dressing Demon Deacon fans for every occasion. You'll find a tremendous selection of Wake golf shirts, quarter zips, vests, jackets, belts, a whole lot more. Conveniently located in Renolda Village, adjacent to campus. Come visit Norman Stockton today. All right, we got Vince out of the way. Now we've got Will Underwood, the pride of Matamita, Minnesota. Is that right?
You got it right. Matamita, Minnesota.
Matamita. Have you ever been to Matamita? I'd never heard of Matamita, but I was doing some research today.
Okay.
I did not know Herb Brooks, the coach of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team, is from there. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
And you now are their second most famous native.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
Herbie might have me by a ways.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Doing good. Excited to be here. Thanks for having me tonight.
You got to follow Vincent. He was pretty good.
It was wonderful. He did a really good job.
Give me your take on how you get from where you grew up to Wake Forest.
Yeah, it was really last minute in my recruiting, and there was a last minute connection with my dad and a buddy he worked with who was like, hey, like, we're looking for a walk-on spot guy. Like, there might be something here. And I was like, what's a walk-on? I had no clue what that really was. And we got in touch, and I came down to campus and instantly fell in love with the place and was like, this is where I'm called to be. Like, God is calling me to be here.
It's kind of, you walk on Wake's campus, it kind of does that to you, doesn't it?
For sure,
yeah. Coach, what do you got for
I vaguely was AK involved in that?
AK was involved in it, yes, sir.
I mean, I remember we actually kind of actively recruited you to come be a walk-on. I remember watching your tape and thinking how good a player you really are. And if it, and I said Vinny's the best walk-on that I've ever had. He would be 1A. I mean, these two guys are Division I players. They, are on a high major basketball team. And so let me ask you this. Growing up, my sister, lives in Minneapolis.
Yes,
you guys talk a little funny up there. Minnesota. Would you rather be bass fishing here or ice fishing at home?
That's hard. I had a buddy sending me pictures of ice fishing for walleye back home.
That's good.
You can eat walleye, and they taste a lot better, so I'm going to have to stay at home ice fishing.
All right. I like it. Do you go with the full hut and the heater and the satellite television, or do you just cut the hole in the ice and just go to work?
I come from a gritty background, so me and the boys love to get the buckets around the hole and just sit out there with no house.
I remember the first time I went, the guy I was with actually drove the car onto the lake, and that freaked me out, but didn't matter, right?
No,
So what's it like being the point guard on the scout team and just getting absolutely pummeled every day by – let me ask you this, not pummeled. How many times a day in practice do you think you get fouled,
I'm not a big complainer about fouls, but
you're not.
If I were to have to say, I would say – gosh, offensively or defensively. And when I'm playing offense, it's probably once a possession.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why we have a fouling issue.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I've seen that look on your face many times like, man, come on, coach. Right?
Not a lot of whistles, no.
And then tell them what it's like. Okay, in the preseason, you're doing everything. But how intense does it get for you, like, as far as conditioning and playing once we start playing to the end of the season?
Yeah, once the season hits, like, our scout team is always on the floor. And we're running back and forth, offense, defense, whatever. And we practice for 2 or 3 days before a game, and it feels like we play a full 40 at least every one of those days. So it's pretty ridiculous.
So would you consider yourself to be a good offensive player or a good defensive player?
I'm going to say defense for my dad.
You're so full of shit. Is your dad listening?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. We just got fined $100,000.
Sorry.
That's coming out of your pocket.
That's all right. We'll take it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Bleep. Oh, I'm sorry. You're a great offensive player. I'm not telling you that you're a bad defensive player, but I think you're a great offensive player. What you got any moments in practice from the 3 years you've been doing this that kind of sticks out to you that's kind of funny or?
I love when you get upset when we are like beating up the starting five or whoever.
I mean, you like that's funny?
When he was talking about it, I was like, oh, that's great. It's so funny.
Why is that funny?
I like seeing you yell at them while we're just kind of sitting there like, oh, should we keep like scoring or should we like
no, you should
back
stop
off a little bit? Like,
would you say that my face gets red?
Slightly, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
You guys talk about him like during a game at the end of the bench when he loses it? I mean, do you have conversations about that?
If he throws the whiteboard, that there's discussion about that.
He doesn't throw that too much.
No, not very often. He likes the punch of the whiteboard.
I get old. I broke my hand. I broke my finger one time doing that. I can't do that anymore. That's interesting. So you guys think that's funny? I really don't think it's funny. Do you recall me ever? And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but how many times have I said, "You can't guard Will. How are you going to guard a guy from Duke?"
Yeah, a lot.
Have I ever said that?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I've probably said that a lot. Academically, tell me where you're headed.
Yeah, so I'm a business enterprise management major in the business school. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, so it's a very broad scope major and just kind of feeling it out, taking classes that I enjoy. A lot of great professors there too.
Where do you and Vinny live?
We live in Deacon Place.
DP. Okay.
Yeah.
Could you possibly be? I mean, he's a finance major. You guys.
Oh, they take some classes.
Go into business together.
You never know. We spend a lot of time with each other. A lot of talks about stuff like that.
I would buy stock in that venture.
I think we're going to have co-ownership, co-leaders in that deal.
I have to take a loan out from Coach Forbes, but I'll invest in that.
Let me ask you this. You've been here 3 years. Who's the best player you've played with since you've been here on the team?
Oh, gosh. So I'm guarding the point guards most of the time, so it's easy to tell from a guard standpoint. But I would have to say my freshman year when I came in, Boopy Miller was a killer. Very hard to guard, but Hunter Salas was a different type of athlete at the point guard position. So I would say Hunter.
Hunter Salas? Well, yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's pretty good. He's a pretty good player.
He's really good.
What else you got there, Stan?
Man, I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to deal with the FCC tomorrow.
Sorry. I'm sure I'll get called in.
My phone's blowing up over here.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
What's that?
What'd you say, Coach? You're talking about your redshirt year. You and I think Vinny redshirted the same year, right? Last year?
Yeah, I made the decision to redshirt them last year so they could graduate next year and then have a year to play Division I basketball. They'll still have another year after next year, and so they could go in the portal this year. I mean, it's up to you guys, but I don't want you to, obviously. But these guys will definitely have 1 year left to play Division I basketball somewhere across the country. And I'm just going to tell you, we will bend over backwards, my staff and I, to help them. And one of the great things about video, we have all this video from practice. So you say, well, I don't get to play in a game. I got hours of film of practice against the best players, some of the best players in the ACC, watching these guys cook them. And so somebody's going to be very interested.
Well, Will, appreciate you coming up.
Yeah,
appreciate you and Vince. We've got to take a quick time out, and we'll be back to finish it up. We're just about out of time. There he is, folks, Will Underwood. We'll take a final break. More coming after this.
Stan Cotton here for Roger Marion Automotive. Roger and his staff have been taking care of me and my family and our cars and trucks for years. From tune-ups to oil changes to a state inspection or that weird sound your engine's making that you can't quite figure out. Roger Marion Automotive can handle whatever issue your vehicle has and get you back on the road with confidence and at a very fair price. Roger Marion Automotive between I-40 and 421 across from West Forsyth High School. Roger Marion Automotive, the only choice for any fan of the Demon Deacons.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
More with Coach Forbes after these local messages on the Wake Forest Sports Network from Learfield.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Be a part of tonight's edition of the Steve Forbes Show.
When you go to try to dunk it, you're going to get fouled because you're coming down with the ball. And then he tried to, lay it up, and he found out that this ain't the Missouri Valley.
Email your question to Stan and Coach Forbes at wakeradio@learfield.com or tweet your question to the voice of the Deeks at Stan Cotton WF.
Okay, we are back. Time now for the Greenway Village Dental question of the night. This emailed in from Alan. He wants to talk about meetings, conversations you have with your players one-on-one. You used to do that quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I know you get with them off the court, away from the noise, and have chats.
Yeah, I appreciate the question, Alan. Part of the whole thing, you guys have been here enough to know that we have the players check in the office every day before 1 o'clock, Monday through Friday. All year. And so that's a great time to have conversation with the players one-on-one, either my assistants or myself. I'm not always there. And then there's a great time before practice for me to be positive. After practice, sometimes in my office. And then we eat a meal every night in the locker room together. It's a great time to talk. I live right across the street, as you know, in Audubon Village there. Don't come TP my house, please. Or put a for sale sign in there. So there's a lot of opportunity for that. I think it's really important. It always has been important to me is to have a really good relationship with our players, and I think it pays off.
There you go, the Greenway Village Dental question of the night. Take care of that beautiful smile of yours because you deserve to have a beautiful smile. I got to sneak in another timeout.
Go ahead.
And the final couple minutes with the coach on the other side. This is the Steve Forbes Show from Learfield.
Hey, Deacon fans. If you can't make it courtside or want to catch an away game with other Wake fans, Little Richard's Barbecue on Stratford Road should be your first choice to watch Wake basketball games. Enjoy big screen TVs, cold drinks, and all the smoked meats and southern sides you love. Proudly serving Deacon fans since 1991, Little Richard's is the go-to game day spot for Wake fans. Visit us on Stratford Road or order online at littlerichardsbarbecue.com. Go Deeks.
At Vibe, we believe interior design has the power to transform experience, shaping how people heal, learn, and perform every day. Whether it's premium hospitality suites, medical education facilities, residence halls, or healthcare environments, we create spaces that inspire connection, focus, and well-being. As respected partners of Wake Forest University and Wake Forest Athletics, we're proud to design environments where champions thrive on the court, in the classroom, and beyond. Discover the impact of great design at vibedesign.com. That's Vibe with 2 I's.
We'll be right back to the Steve Forbes Show after this local timeout on the Wake Forest Sports Network from Learfield.
When the Triad brings ABC 45 News their traffic troubles, we get them resolved.
I really appreciate 45 because you guys advertise. If you have a problem and you can't get it resolved, give us a call.
One viewer had thousands worth of damage to her SUV from a fallen tree by a roadway.
ABC 45 News went to work and had the tree removed in less than a day.
Send your emails to traffictips@abc45.com. Triad traffic troubles on ABC 45 News at 6 and 11.
Your Harris Teeter grocery haul can earn you savings on gas with our fuel points. Earn 1 fuel point for every $1 you spend when you shop with your Vic card on your favorite products, fresh produce, and organic brands. Track your fuel points in the Harris Teeter app and redeem your points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. The more you shop, the more points you earn. It's like getting gas money just for shopping like you normally do. Click to learn more. Harris Teeter, in food with love.
Okay, back, and wow, where'd the time go? A couple of minutes left with the coach, and good to have the 2 walk-ons in here.
Oh, those guys are awesome. Hey, again, thanks to Kelly Office Solutions for coming out tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks to everybody that shows up every week. And there's my guys back there, minus Opie. But I saw those guys at the game on Saturday after I was watching it on film. What else we got?
Let's see. Coach, a question from Jackson. Game on the line, final seconds. Technical on the other team.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Who do you want shooting free throws for you?
Oh, wait.
Game on the line. Final.
Percentage-wise, Miles Colvin is shooting what?
86.
86?
Yeah.
It's a tough call because you're like, okay, who shoots the high percentage? Who's the most clutch player? Because you can't really go by percentage in those situations, right? So I'd have to have an argue or a talk with my staff about Miles or Juke, and it would probably depend on how the game was going, right? Like who's really playing well, maybe who's not. And I mean, Seb made 2 big ones to beat Memphis, right? And so it just kind of depends. They're all pretty good free throw shooters. Good problem to have.
We're basically out of time.
We're done. Sorry.
Great crowd.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kelly Office Solutions, thank you as always. Thank everybody else. There are a bunch of people come here every single week, and I know you appreciate them being here.
I do. And come out Wednesday, Clemson, big game at home. And we got a couple more yet, and we got Syracuse and Cal yet. Got to go on the road a little bit. Let's finish on a good note.
And next week, don't forget, final Steve Forbes show. Thursday.
And I apologize to the FCC tonight. My problem.
That's all right. We'll handle them. My wife's an attorney. We'll get her working.
Good deal.
All right. That'll wrap it up for tonight. Again, as Coach mentioned, don't forget Clemson, 7 o'clock, Joel Coliseum, Wednesday night. Tigers are going to come in. Hoppin' Mad will be on the radio at 6:30, but hope to see you in person at the Joel. For the coach, for Vince, and for Will, Stan Cotton saying so long, and go Deeks.
Listening to the Steve Forbes Show on the Wake Forest Sports Network from Learfield. Tonight's show has been brought to you by Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist, the official healthcare partner of the Demon Deacons. The proceeding has been a Learfield presentation of the Wake Forest Sports Network.